Hello everyone, Orky here, back with another Sword of Convallaria video. So I want to say at the very start, this video is not sponsored by Sword of Convallaria, and you can see from my Discord, I'm not a Sword of Convallaria content creator, at least not part of the content creator program. Alright, so with this out of the way, I just wanted to go through the things that we should be grateful for such an amazing game. So with the Voyage Memento, this did not release back at the Taiwan and China server release. We got all these rewards at the very start of the game when it matters the most to us. So we got multiple resources, a trinket here, more summons. We also can choose extra copies of the Sword of Convallaria trio. Here's another trinket. Weapons. We get Rawia, and we can push her all the way up to 3-star. We get a bow for Fakel, and we get Fakel for free. True Lens. There's the other Rawia and her Feast Axe. So 3-star Rawia, 1,500 luck sights and more. Newborn Blade, we get Mytha, another dupe, 10 summons, and it's amazing. We get lots of free units like we went through with Angel, Tempest, Abyss, Suppression, Flame Sorceress, Ballista, Stinger, and Crimson Falcon was actually given to us all the way up to 5-star. So there's just so much amazing epic units and legendary units to really kickstart off our early game. We had so much choices, and every unit, like including the lower rarities, the epics, the rares, the commons, they're really useful. They're really usable as well. Like we've been using them to beat all the tower stages, like in the first week or two, we already cleared up to 10-5. And even our weapon stages, we managed to cheese some of those stages. Like big shout out to Azur and using the infection strat and Crayons, or what is the username? He actually beat the weapon trial 1 at level 56. So if I go through the weapon trial strats, I made a compilation of all the strats and units that everyone used. So the community's been amazing. We've been able to find out different ways to beat the various stages here, and you can just go in and find out, which units you have, or you can look at some of the strats and see which one best suits you. And same for weapon trial 2, 3. I think the tarot stages haven't really been filled up as much. But yeah, there's been plenty of guides, plenty of help out there. And a big shout out to Celion Journey as well. Celion Journey has made a tier list of all the future units. We know what units are good, what to aim for beforehand, the type of synergies each unit has, their skills, and every unit has its own niche and skills. I know a lot of you have been dumping on units such as like Tidon, but it's like the stages where he comes in useful. Like in Towerversity, there's stages where the alert is part of the mutation, and people use like units like Tidon, Mytha, those kind of units. Like you don't even look down on Xavier. Like some people in the Discord were complaining that Xavier one-shot them in PvP. So there's so many good units, and you can always find a use out of the units you have. Celion has also gone through on his Patreon, so this is free on his Patreon, and has given us a guide for each of the units that have released. So the recommended gear, skills, engravings. You don't have to think about which skills to use. You can just follow Celion's guide, and that's pretty much the consensus for all of us. We can just choose the same skills and strats that Celion uses, and even if it's even if you don't like them, you can think of it this way. Each unit is unique to you. You can choose your own adventure. You can choose what skills you raise on the units, and we get Castelia. So if you choose a different skill, you can always choose the other skill. We get a bit of Castelia in the game. Like every time we finish story chapters or we do some events, we get extra Castelia, and that can just choose the skills that we want. And for our epic and below units, once we get the bond up all the way to bond level 5, we can rename the units. We can personalize our account. This can be your story, your own personal units. And that's amazing. Alright, so if we were to jump into the summons, our rates are amazing. We have a 2% rate of legendary. This is really, really good among the gacha games. Having a 2% rate, some people would kill us for those rates. And this means that with the 2% rate, you basically, every 50 pulls you do in the game, you'll get a shiny new legendary. Or maybe a copy if you already have one. But that will just increase the strength of your legendary units. The PD we have is 180. Back when the China and Taiwanese server release, their PD was 200. So those were basically the test servers of the game. The beta, the alpha and beta servers. So what we have has been polished. We also have when we get 100 pulls without a legendary, we get guaranteed a legendary, and we even have a hidden pity. When we go below 2%, basically guaranteed a legendary. We can't fall under the 2% rate unless you're in the first 100 summons or so. So that's just really, really good. And don't look down on the gear banner. So the gear banner, you can find a lot of good units, and it's a 5% rate. And if you don't want to pull on the gear banner, that's fine, because you can farm the weapon trials for free gear, free legendary gear. Like, this is so good compared to some other games. You can't even farm gear even if you want to try. And you can raise their stars, same with our units. We only need one copy. We can farm these memory shard stages for shards, for extra dupes. It's only 100 days to max it. Max your favorite unit to 5-star. That's just a bit over 3 months. Not a very long time for gachas. And all our stages, once we beat them, we don't have to repeat and beat them again. We can just sweep the stage. And sweeping is so good because there's no limitations. We just have to use some high-level units that we raised up, and we can just sweep multiple stages. And we also get this resource called the Canned Octopus. So with the Canned Octopus, we have so much. Like, I haven't really even been using some of mine, and they just end up expiring. Like 23 Canned Octopus. I don't think I'll use it in the 4 days, and it expires. So it's that there's so much quality of life in this game. We can just log in, just do our daily missions, and we can just do that in like 10 minutes. It's just like a toilet or smoke break, and we just collect our stamina at fixed times, and everyone has the same reset schedule. Everyone has the same stamina time, and you can play at the same time as all of your friends. And with the guild, it's really easy to get max rewards for your guild. Like my guild even has people, not logging for days because it's a really chill game for them. They just have to log in, just do a bit of dailies, and then log out. We can just get on with our lives. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the Spiral of Destiny. You get 2 free keys every week, and those 2 free keys is hours of content. Like, it's at least like 2 hours of content every week, and you can just keep playing the Spiral of Destiny stages. You can look at the various story in the stages. We can collect our medals, emblems, and collect different events as well. I haven't even unlocked so many of them. I just don't have the time. And you can also increase your knowledge all the way up to 200. And you get so good rewards. We got legendary gear at 57. And like every 2 or 3 levels, we get 50 Luxite. See, another 50. Some tarot. And more Luxite. It's just so good getting so much resources. Wow, Destinies. It could have been its own game. Like its own standalone single player game. But we get it for free. We have so much amazing content. There's so much of this astral path that I can unlock. I can bring my favorite legendary units. I can build up all these different nodes which give me bonuses in the game. And it's just a very in-depth strategic mode. There's many different stories that I can unlock and go through. Like, I don't want to spoil you too much with the images. And yeah, it's just so many different things that we can experience out of this. Like, if this was a standalone game, this would have been like extra money, like $30, $50 that you would have had to spend to play this. But we get it for free. We can get our weekly keys. We get a ton of like bonus keys that we can use as well. Like, I still got, what is it, 22, 25 keys that I can go through. And even if we play so much and we run out, we can just buy extra keys from the shop and continue to enjoy the game. There's just so much content that we can go through. Made a guide here. So I did a bit of a list on our expectations for September. So this isn't including like the levels we gain for knowledge, but in a month, as a free-to-play, 73 pulls. Basically, we're getting a guaranteed legendary because of the 2% rates. So we get 1 a month. Like, what other games you can get 1 SSI every month? And it's not like every SSI is useful. They have their own niche, they can do their own moves, and you'll find use out of them. For the events, we have amazing community who makes guides. We can calculate how much stamina we need, what sort of things we can buy from the shop. And the release schedule was really great because we skipped all these units that nobody really wanted. And we jumped onto the really strong units, the really cool units, and we have such a big standard banner of units to play with. Like, you can brag about, having the only Nungol in your guild. Most people haven't seen Miguel. Like, what does he even do? And yeah, it's just more units to look out for. Even if you don't get the banner unit you want, you might get one of these off-banner units, which is just as fun to use. We have an amazing game, an amazing community. Even those talking about meta and towerversity, why don't you look at the rewards? You just go in with your favorite units, some legendary units, some lower rarities, and you can easily hit the 50%, 70% mark. And you still get plentiful rewards. 300, 400 Luxite. Even if you try hard, it's only 500, 800. You're not losing out by much. 100 of these rewards is half a pull at a signature weapon. So you hit 70% twice a month, sorry, because it's every fortnight. You get one free signature weapon every month. It's amazing. And when we go back to the game, we have this monthly pass. This is amazing value for us. And the backtrack is great. Like 9 extra backtracks. Like, I've made so many mistakes in the game. I had to backtrack multiple times because I just misclicked or, failed that stage. I wanted to try a different tactic. And just having this extra backtrack is so good. It's such good value. And even if you fail a stage, it's just going to cost 1 extra stamina. And with our luck site, you can become a content creator. So content creators get amazing rewards. Like, you may have missed the first month of bonuses. It was a 3 times bonus, capped at 20,000 astral gems. Like, it's just amazing amount of rewards. You can just make a few videos and it's just based on your total views a month. So some content creators already hit that 60,000 Luxite astral gem cap. And you just get so many extra pulls to play with your favorite units and just enjoy the game. And another note to my friends out there, be a content creator. It's the best way, best experience. You get so much Luxite and astral gems to spend. It's just amazing. And even looking at the Gacha Revenue, sort of Convallaria in China, in Taiwan, it's not doing too well. 800,000. But since it released in JP and Global, we're carrying the market. So the focus is on us. We are important to them. They're going to invest into us. And we're going to get a lot of really good content, and they'll make adjustments to make it better than us. They didn't do too great in the other servers, but they were like the beta servers. They were just testing out things over there, and when they come to global, they can just make things really good for us. We'll get nice new events. We'll get the Tower of Adversity coming through. We got the Elements Spiral of Destiny come early. The schedule has changed, so we don't get back-to-back tier 0 units. Lots of things have changed, and it's for the better. We're enjoying the game, we're getting back-to-back events, and we're having fun. Alright, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover today. Please like the game. Please share this with your friends and family. Share your love with the game. You can leave reviews. You can contact the customer support if you have any issues. They've been amazing at answering questions and feedback. Alright, that's all there from me. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.